Hey Kibo. Alarm system is off and must be affected by the electro bomb.
Alright.
I should investigate this place thoroughly. There must be some clues around it. I think I'm starting to feel a little better now. Sorry to worry you, Shuichi.
Okay.
I was a bit worried, but I'm glad you're feeling better. Something I needed to ask Kibo. Yeah, his details.
Hey!
Before you went into the hangar this morning, you said... I went into the hangar last night and tried to talk to him. Tried to talk to him on your own? Sorry, I thought it'd be preferable for him to release Kaido peacefully. How'd it go? Went about as well as I expected. There was no response at all. But I did witness a few things. Did you witnessed a few things? What exactly did you see? Since we were in a hurry, I only told you about the exosol returning to the hangar.
Okay.
Yes, you said the exosols could pass through the alarm system and barrier to the hangar.
Yes.
I never imagined something like this would happen, so I didn't mention it before. But before I saw the exosol, I saw someone heading toward the hangar.
Huh?
You saw someone? I saw Himiko.
I was in my lab, trying to think of what I should write to convince Kokichi. That's when I saw her walking toward the hangar, clutching something in her hands.
That looks like the black bag.
I think it was a black bag.
Hey, that's pretty good.
A black bag?
At the time, I assumed she was going there to examine things or plead with Kokichi. And since she came back later, I didn't think much of it. Now I understand why she was distancing herself from me and why she didn't want to get the fingers pointed at her, because she knew that I would figure out. She went and brought a black bag to the dang murder scene. What was she thinking? Let's find out.
But
after seeing her reaction this morning, I started to get a little suspicious. What did you see?
Why?
She was acting like she had something to hide. Not that I wanted to suspect her.
You're right.
This is suspicion.
Hey!
You said you saw her come back as well. Was she holding the black bag at that time?
Well...
Now that I think about it, she didn't. So she had it coming in, but not leaving. It has to be that black bag Himiko was carrying was... By the way, it's a little off topic, Shuichi, but...
Huh?
What is it?
As I thought.
The reason I wasn't feeling well may have been due to the electro bomb.
But
it was because of the electromagnetic particles, not because I'm a robot. So what I experienced was akin to an allergic reaction such as hay fever.
Which means...
So it could have affected a human the same way. Being a robot has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Right, that must be it. So that thing Himiko said was bothering him. He really is a bit too sensitive. I get it now. Himiko's a cat has been added to the truth mode section, my bad. So it gets funner and funner to say the more I continue. How about this? Bathroom window. The hangar's only window. It's not possible to fit through.
I knew it.
The only way to get into the hangar is through the shutter. Not even a trapdoor? What's the point? An electro hammer. Someone powered down these exosols. It's out of power. Must have been used. Used for what?
Well, you know.
Electro hammers run out of battery pretty quickly. Use it against an exosol, it'll run out of juice with just one shot. Got it?
If I remember correctly...
The electro hammer's power is expended. It requires 24 hours to recharge. We know that for certain. Just electro hammer. Something I didn't realize, it has the same face mark as the bomb does. I didn't even catch that. Remember the sight I saw yesterday. Exosol's protecting Monokuma for some reason. Kokichi said he was the mastermind. The Exosols should have been around him. So why were they still protecting Monokuma? And 4 of them, too. Suppose I was so caught up thinking about Kokichi, I ignored Monokuma. Pay attention, listen up, take heed, I say! Monokuma?
And another thing.
It's just, I noticed that you came this way last night, Shuichi.
Huh?
We're acting all sneaky, weren't you? Like a teenage boy trying to creep into the adult movie section of the video store.
No way!
Well, you didn't need to sneak around because the Exosols wouldn't have attacked you.
Hey!
What are you saying? We didn't have to sneak because everyone's coming to rent adult movies, so in a way, everyone going there is the same.
Wait!
No, not that. I meant about the Exosols not attacking us.
Yeah?
Oh, at the same time, the Exosols were on autopilot and directed to only observe me.
Hey,
Their movement are more limited now that the Monokubs aren't around to pilot them.
Huh?
Excuse me. Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kokichi has?
well...
Yeah, that's pretty much it. The Exosols are being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. But they were focusing on Monokuma?
Hey!
Why are you telling me all of this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage.
Hey,
We're not talking about that, we're talking about this.
yeah.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys.
Hey!
So if you share it instead, that way it'll be fair to all participants. So someone else besides me knows this. Why wouldn't they share this information?
Okay!
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah!
By the way, renting movies is so old school. It's more thrilling to illegally download them.
Psycho Pop!
It's like trying not to get caught in a big game hunter while holding your breath during sex. Not get caught by a big game hunter while holding your breath during sex. Now you lost me with that last one. Information about the Exosols could be a clue to solving this case. I should remember this. Yes, it appears that someone else was in cahoots. At least a little bit of cahoots. And why is it tucked over in that corner? What exactly did I witness here? I know for certain that the Exosols are being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. Well, why were they focused on Monokuma? Is he gonna say that for everything? Okay. I investigated thoroughly inside. I should check around the hangar now. Huh. Okay. So, bathroom windows there. Ah, yes, the operating panel. This is the control panel that controls the electric barrier protecting the hangar. We hit it with an electro hammer, so this isn't operational right now.
That's true.
What are these marks? Looks like it's been struck by something sharp. What could these be? How are they even able to damage this in the first place? Getting near the control panel should cause the alarm to go off. They must have been an exosol. You have to turn off the alarm before you can get even close. So how did the person who did this get near the control panel? I'm assuming they were an exosol because exosols could go in and out. Then again, didn't Himiko go in and out? Hangar shutter. There's a security alarm here. You have to use the alarm remote to disable it to get near the shutter. If you come near the shutter without the remote, a loud alarm would go off around the entire academy. We had to use an electro bomb to disable the sensor and the alarm. That's how we got into the hangar. It's not exactly a bomb, though, even if it is called an electro bomb. It jams electronic signals by scattering particles that interfere with electromagnetic waves. For 2 hours, any and all electronic devices within 50 yards will be completely disabled. It's perfect for any secret activities, too, since it doesn't leave any debris behind. This investigation is extraordinary, but I only have 3 of them. So I need you to use them carefully. You guys will have to settle for the electro hammers. Now that I think about it, there were 3 electro bombs in total. One was stolen by Maki, but what of the other 2? Well, they don't leave behind debris and they last for 2 hours each, so that gives Kokichi a 4-hour time span to do whatever he wants with thine bomb time. Whatever that means for us, I don't know. I'm tired. That's about all I was concerned with within the hangar.
But
I still don't have enough clues. There has to be more. The places that might yield some clues are... You lost me.
okay,
Monkey's lab and my lab, right, where the murder weapons were taken. Crossbow in the bathroom and the bottle of poison. I need to investigate those leads.
all right.
I should also inspect the 3 exosols that were protecting Monokuma. Why were they protecting him in the first place? I already figured that one out. That might be related to the case as well. Alright, boom. Exosol, boom, 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 covered. No problem there. Problem is in our labs. Alright. Ultimate Assassin Lab. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Yeah, because Kaido, like, he gathered them all. Are those weapons? So you went to my lab yesterday to find weapons to use against Monokuma. Because Kaido had them. Huh. Alright, so first of all, I didn't mean to do that. First of all, what's in the black carrying case? That's really got me. There are 2 black bags here, identical to the ones in the hangar. There are cases for the crossbows. Oh, that's it? I didn't remember that. I've been sitting here wondering what's in the crossbow case. And it's a crossbow, weirdly enough. I'm just stupid.
No.
It looks as they don't even fit into the case unless they're disassembled. There are 2. When I was here with Kaido before, there was a 3rd. I'm sure Kaido didn't have a crossbow with him. And that brings in
true.
Himiko carrying the case. I mean, someone must have brought it from the hangar to here. Really difficult to put together the crossbow. Don't believe you'd be able to do it unless Maki taught you.
No.
Think more about it later, but for now I need to investigate. So that brings either Kaido, most likely, Maki, not very likely, or me, even less likely. So I'm assuming Kaido somehow got word to Himiko, or Himiko of her own accord found out a way to communicate with Kaido, because there's no other way, right? Because she would not know to randomly bring the crossbow out of all the weapons. Very, very interesting. Oh, a shooting range in your lab? I would just sit here for hours. Is one of the pistols missing? Wait, Well, look, there's a pistol right here. Is this missing? Was this not here before? Quickly, show a past clip of this lab. Sweet. Okay. There was less weapons here than I remember. Oh, there's the weapons, yeah. It's Kaido had them. Wait, so what else can I look at? Is that the only lead for the black carrying case? Okay, so we've established that the crossbow's in the carrying case at least, because no one decided to say it earlier. Maybe we figure it out on my own, the dickheads. But now we have more important things to do, like get to my lab. Okay. Right on over to my lab. I also want to check that door again, just in case it's been unlocked. Are books missing on the top shelf there? No, they're not missing. Interesting. There are several bottles of poison lined up here. I haven't seen any poison outside of my lab, so the small bottle of poison I found must have come from here. There's a little less liquid inside this bottle than the others. Strike 9 poison. Labeled Strike 9. Although it requires time to circulate, even a small amount in the body will result in certain death. Lovely. Can be lethal. I can't imagine that there's a similar amount in a bottle for no reason. There must be a clue. Okay, so this poison was taken. I guess a bit of it, but where would they put that bit? Inside the other poison bottle? Bunch of bottles on the desk. Did someone take them out? Night Hate Antidote, Hamlock Antidote, Arsenic Antidote. You think the one that was taken was Poison Antidote? According to the labels, each bottle has only one dose, and each one works on a specific poison.
Well,
I suppose that makes sense. There are plenty of different kinds of poisons, so that must be true for antidotes. Strike 9 poison and antidotes. This is concerning. These antidotes are for Strike 9 poison. What about that bottle we found?
alright.
I investigated this room thoroughly. I didn't find any evidence to suggest Kaido isn't dead. On the contrary, there's plenty of evidence to suggest Kokichi isn't dead. Monokuma is still moving around and the killing game hasn't ended. Kaido's clothes are in the hydraulic press, which means the victim must be undetermined. Jesus Christ. There's still time. I should head back to the hangar. Perhaps I missed something. I should check again. That's really interesting. And also, I love how you're making me run across the entire goddamn map. Oh! And here we have the hangar. Everything seems just as I left it, but Maki's here.
Shuichi!
Also Kibo. Shuichi, can you come with me?
What happened?
Is something wrong? I found something strange in the bathroom. Please hurry. Okay. Alright. He shouted quickly and ran into the bathroom. What are you talking about, Kibo? Huh. Your stuff in the toilet. Maki. Why is it so easy for you to believe Kaido is dead? Because he's an idiot? Whatever. Now's not the time. What did he find that was strange?
Hey!
Kiba, what are you looking at?
Yes.
Take a look at this.
Huh?
Are those Kokichi's clothes? It's soaked and wrinkled, but there's no doubt these are Kokichi's.
But...
Where did you find this? I didn't see it when I was investigating the bathroom. Was it shoved into the toilet? Why are they soaked?
well...
Toilet seemed clogged, so I reached my hand down the drain, like every good robot, and pulled out these clothes. It looked like they couldn't be flushed all the way. Couldn't be flushed all the way. Why were these clothes in the toilet in the first place?
Yeah.
It was very brave of me, and thanks to that, I managed to find an important clue. So brave of you to do that. Now, Shuichi, please investigate as much as you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Clogging the toilet, huh? But this isn't the time to hesitate. Alright. Thank you, Kibo. A natural toilet plunger himself. The almighty appliance. Anyway, Kokichi's clothes found in the bathroom. They were found in the toilet. Someone must have tried to flush them. But who would do that?
What's the matter?
Something the matter? Please investigate.
Okay.
Okay, is that not what I'm doing? That's why detective can't stop here. This has to be an important clue.
Alright.
Alright. I made up my mind. Grab Kokichi's soaked clothes and spread them open. Huh? There's a small hole in the back. There's another small hole in the sleeve. About the same size as the one on Kaido's sleeve. There are traces of blood around the holes, too. What does this mean? Could it mean that he was attacked? In that case...
No.
There's a chance Kokichi was the one crushed by the hydraulic press. Well, that's... Were they both attacked?
Thank you.
Kibo, thank you, thank you. This is a very important clue.
Well...
I'm happy I was able to help, but I must decline shaking your hand. You're the one that ripped this out of the toilet first!
No.
We should be brothers! Yeah, dude, come on. Kokichi's clothes went added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. But if Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press, where did Kaido go? Why did he not show himself? Excuse me. And why is this game still going, even though the mastermind is dead? If this is awkward, Shuichi, I can leave and give you some privacy.
Huh?
You're concerned about that? Oh my god. Kibo and I washed our hands in the sink. Hell yeah. And then left the bathroom. Whoa. Look at that transition. Just flipped around 6 times. Nice. We've established that Kokichi and Kaido were both shot by what I'm assuming was the crossbow. Now we're out of the bathroom and get a lot more thinking done.
Okay.
Right.
What?
You and Kibo both look more refreshed now.
Gross.
Refreshing each other in the boys' bathroom. Even now you can't help yourselves, huh? Don't put on that smug-ass smile, Miyu Jr.
That's true.
Well, Himiko's imagination, but I don't even want to touch that right now. Hey, it's almost time for the class trial to start, right? Was no one able to find Kokichi? I wonder. I haven't even heard from anyone.
I see.
I wonder where he went off to. Maybe hell. Who knows? So yawny. Sorry. Did he disappear? He still can't be in the hangar. Or under there.
Could it be?
Do you think the one who died was Kokichi?
Huh?
Seems like
I mean, your face says you want to think that.
it's plain to see.
But I think that's just plain impossible. Kokichi's been manipulating us all from the start. I can't believe someone like that could be killed by Kaito.
Huh?
Of course, I don't mean to compliment Kokichi or make fun of Kaito or anything.
Okay.
I know, you're probably right. Tsumugi has a good point. I still don't have enough clues to conclude that Kokichi died. But I'm certain that one of them must have. Kokichi's disappearance has been added. Oh my god, and that is it.
It's about that time.
I guess it is.
That's right. It's time for the class trial, where hope and despair meet head-on. Please proceed to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard and head to the trial grounds. Everyone needs to be there. Got it?
Everyone.
Anyone who's absent will be swiftly and permanently punished. I wonder what kind of despair awaits you this time.
I wonder if those two don't show up, if he's just lying. But you never know. Everyone needs to be there. That means Kokichi or Kaito, whoever's alive, will be there. Well, like you said, whoever's alive, so if neither of them go, then at the trial we'll know who the victim is. He's making it sound like no one's gonna show up. Why am I so yawny? It is 1 p.m. It's already starting. All of us. That means Kokichi will come too. We're out of time.
If I must.
Let's head to the trial grounds. We need to settle our business with Kokichi.
Jeez.
It's time. I'll go on ahead then. I actually can't wait to find out what this Himiko business is all about. Shadow Eyes. Not even saying a word. Jesus. Alright, I guess that's where I take my leave. Oh, God. I should yawn for the 47th time. Don't mind me. Jesus. Alright. I don't know if anyone's even going to be there on the way back. This trial feels like it's concluded a little fast, considering we still know just about nothing. The biggest clues we have: that someone tried to stuff Kokichi's clothes down the drain, Kaito was also shot, and we have no idea who could be under the press. And then there were 5. Jesus.
Huh?
The final 5. This isn't everyone, right? Kaito and Kokichi aren't here.
What's the point?
I bet Kokichi's already there.
You bastard.
As the mastermind of the killing game, he's waiting for us to arrive.
No.
We don't know that yet. There's still a chance Kaito is alive.
Do you want to die?
Cut it out. Do you want to die? Maki.
Well...
It's a battle between hope and despair. If I show any weakness like you are, then I know I'll lose to despair. Lose to despair?
You don't know?
6 of us will participate and 1 of us will die after this class trial. Then only 5 will be left. Only 5.
Ugh.
That's right. We're the only ones left.
That's obvious.
We can't lose to despair, even if we have no future. We need to win. That is the whole point of this class trial. I will defeat Kokichi no matter what I have to sacrifice. Okay. No matter what she has to sacrifice? Are you sure about that, Maki? Is that what you call hope? Oh, these conflicting... I know that we can't lose to despair. But something is wrong. Something doesn't feel right. I wonder what Kaito would say at a time like this. What would he say to us? If it was Kaito... I don't know.
Shoo! Kokichi!
I understand you don't want to believe it, but Kaido's not here anymore. No one believes me.
It'll be okay.
I'm fine. I'll be on my guard the whole time.
Right.
I'm filled with the combined power of hope and magic right now. Let's go. No matter what Kokichi is scheming, there's no way we can lose. After all, we're students of Hope's Peak Academy. You're right about that.
You bastard.
I'll defeat Kokichi no matter what I have to sacrifice. We can't lose. Okay. Alright. Okay. Rumble, rumble, rumble. We didn't say a word to one another. Silent as a tomb, we stepped into those open doors. We had lost the will to live, knowing what we know about the outside world. But somehow, despite that despair, we had found a new reason to live. To win the battle between hope and despair. But now? What do we know? We don't know what hope means to us anymore. What is hope? A burden you bear? As those thoughts pierced my mind, I suddenly stopped. I can't think about things like that anymore. The only thing I need to think about is survival.